Welcome to Crypto 101, the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency, trading, and investment. Happy new month, first of all. And is Bitcoin going to hit $60,000 this month? If it does that, that's good news for you guys that have made so much in the rally that has happened in this bull run. But we have to take a look and see what's going to happen in today's show. My name is Ahmed Alad Kazim, and this is the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, where we trade it and we do not gamble it. If you've not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe, like, and share. And do not forget to turn on the notification bell so you can be part of this great thing that is happening on the internet. So we have the Twitter, formerly X, formerly Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. These are handles where you can follow us and get some nuggets when I drop some information regarding trading, investment, and all of that, especially when it comes to this cryptocurrency. We all know Bitcoin has been doing a great movement since we broke above 6,200 as I'm recording this video right now. So what do we need to do? Just sit and relax. So I'm going to share some information with you on today's episode of the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show. My name's remain the same, Ahmed Alad Kazim, aka KC the Great. All right, first of all, like we normally do on the show, we'll first of all look at the events that are coming up. So we use that event to prepare and know what we should be expecting throughout the week or throughout the day. So when we look at the economic calendar today, we can see we don't have much important news that are going to come up today. You can see they're all yellow, and once they are yellow, that means the news are not very, very important, and the market might follow the real structure. So you don't need to panic, you don't need to worry. Probably a news is going to affect your trade or is going to let you hit the stop loss and stuff like that. The only news I can say we have today is the IMS manufacturing PMI around 3 p.m. GMT, and FOMC member Wallace speaks at 8:15 GMT. Yeah, those are just very some things we can look out for. But looking at today, which is Monday, no important news per se. And also you can see the market is still has not been able to break above the 97,400, excuse me, that were broke some few days ago. So we are still rallying around it, and I showed you these are stop loss, and you can see we have not actually been able to hit the stop loss. So the stop loss still remain the same right here, which is 94,777. But I'm still going to talk more about that when we get to the chat segment, because I have great news for you guys. XRP is doing great. Shiba Inu is doing great, talking about meme coins, and Ethereum. I don't know what is wrong with ETH. I think something is wrong, because this bull run, ETH has not really impressed me. I don't know about other people holding it, but for myself, it hasn't impressed me. But we're going to share some light on what we need to do. But now let's check the market cap first of all to see how the market cap is doing. You know, throughout last week we were sitting on 3.4 trillion US dollars. Now it has increased to 3.5. Is the money coming from BTC? No, because BTC has been between 96 and it's coming in from XRP, Shiba Inu, and some other altcoins that are doing great. I'm going to show you all those altcoins on this show, so you don't want to go anywhere. So from 3.4 trillion, we are sitting on 3.5, almost 3.6 trillion. And I believe by the time Bitcoin breaks 100K, we might hit 4 trillion. That is very good. Also, we knew XRP is flipping some assets. I'm still going to show you that. And let's see, we know Bitcoin is still at number 1. XRP is now at number 3. Can you imagine? XRP is now sitting at number 3, trading at $2.39. Imagine something that was trading at 30 cents I think some weeks ago, and for like 2 years or 3 years it's been trading at the same place that people was even calling XRP a stable coin, because it was not moving when other coins were moving. But I told you, the founder, they injected a lot of money into the project, they're planning a lot of things, they won their case with SEC, and I believe this is the reason why we are seeing XRP pumping, but we're still going to check the chart so you don't get caught or you don't buy at the top, then they use you to cash out, like I used to say. So XRP has made it to number 3, flipping Solana. That is really, really serious. Theta at number 4, Solana is now sitting at number 5, BNB remain at number 6, Dogecoin at number 7, ADA, that's ADA, Cardano at number 8, USDC at number 9, and Little Stake Theta at number 10, while Avalanche is at number 11, Tron at number 12, and Shiba Inu is now at number 13. Another coin we're going to look at today is this Ton coin, because I feel like this coin is going to do great. You know, a lot of people are using Telegram and they are launching their program on Telegram, so it will be easier for a lot of people to get into it, because imagine you're on Telegram, just imagine they launch a coin on WhatsApp. Imagine how the coin is going to do or perform very, very well. And that's why we saw when they launched X on Telegram, X did about 2,000% before it now started coming down and now rallying. And I know we're still going to have another pump on that, but we're going to share or I'm going to explain or show you how to go about all those things in the chart. So that is that about the market cap, 3.595 trillion US dollars, and you can see XRP is trending because it's done about 28% in 24 hours. You understand? And we have the large gainers that has done about 55.1%, 68.2%, and so on and so forth. Now let's take a look at some news that are making the waves before we now come back to the chart and analyze the chart and know what is really going on. First of all, this is the chart that caught my this is the news that caught my attention. BTC to $60,000, and that was the prediction from the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad. We all know Robert. So now, is Bitcoin going to hit 60K? Honestly, I am not going to lie. When you look at the chart, let's go on a weekly. When you look at the chart on a weekly time frame, see what Bitcoin has done. You can see this was just a parabolic movement. This is insane. So everybody should believe, or everyone should know, that we need to have a retest. But I am thinking the retest will happen after we cross 100K. If you know about BTC very well, you know about this thing very well. When they cross a milestone, they have this this thing of retracing about 50% back. Let me show you an example. When we broke above this point, which is around 19K, you can see the market went straight to about 70K. Then 50%. So what I'm thinking now is, now we broke above that all-time high, which is 74K. Now, if we check from this 48,000 that we went to about 99,000, 50,000 is sitting at 74,000. So even though we're going to come to 60K, I'm expecting BTC to at least probably push higher a bit to, I don't know, maybe 120K. You know, so when we have 120K, 50% of 120K will now give us 60K. That is what I'm thinking, and that's what I believe is going to happen. I believe we're going to cross 100K first before we come down to 50. Because look at the week. Look at the weekly candle. They're finishing nice. Even the last week that the market didn't move like that, we were unable to break below the previous week before last week. So I believe this week we might have a rally that will break above the 100K, probably 200 and something. Then from then, people might now start selling down to that 60K. So are we going to hit 60K predicted by Robert? I am not. Yes, it's possible. Even me, I believe we can hit any amount, because BTC went to almost 70K and went down to the last cycle and went out to 15K. So if that can happen, even though 30K is possible again, anything is possible. Because remember, it is set of people that invested in this coin that makes it go up. They can decide to take their money out and put it in another asset. Do you get my point? But what I'm trying to say is I believe we're going to cross the 100K threshold first before we're going to experience, even though we're going to come to 60K. And there's this thing that normally happens any lower whatever or any trading point before the election, we don't normally see that again if you check it like that. And you know, we had the election in November. Yes, November, and it was trading at 68k, around 68k. So I just believe we might come down to 68k. So 60k, we might not see it until the cycle is done. And like I told you guys, this cycle is going to continue like this until March, April, May. So we might hit 250k and thereabouts. Where we're going to tank to, I do not really know. The chart is going to tell me. So that's why you need to follow these channels so you get to know when the market is going to do the more. So BTC to 60k, yes, it's possible. But is it going to happen now? No, I don't think so. I feel like we're going to break 100k first. Another news that is really stressing me or stressing people is Ethereum ETF sees record of 333 million inflows, outpacing BTC fund as catch-up trade gains momentum. So now ETH is starting to have flows into what? The ETFs. So, and these might now push ETH2 to the all-time high or push ETH2 to the price we never expected. So I don't think we should sleep on ETH. And if you look at the charts, let's take a look at the chart on the weekly. If you look at Ethereum right now, Ethereum has been pushing on the weekly. Look at it on the weekly. It has been pushing the first week, second week, third week, fourth week. This is the fifth week, and it's still a buy. It has not even shown us a weaker candle when it comes to weekly time frame. So I believe with the ETF flowing into ETH now, we might want to hold ETH very strong because this thing might just skyrocket to 5k, 6k and above. You understand? But we're still going to check the chart analysis on a daily candle. Now let's check another news. We have Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu skyrocket 15% daily amid predictions about new all-time high. I told you when it comes to meme coin, Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, and some new meme coin that are doing well like Pepe, Bong, Og, X. Those are meme coin. I think we need to just put $10. You don't need to put a lot of money in these coins because they're going to do numbers. When BTC start going to 150, 200k and thereabout, they might do 200,000 or 1,000%. So imagine you just put 10,000. Imagine you just put 10,000. 10,000 will just give you about probably $10,000. Do you understand? So that will be a great thing you need to do. So let's take a look at another news, which is XRP. XRP is the king right now. XRP surpasses Solana in market cap, becoming the fourth crypto when it comes to the crypto rank. And I've just showed you now, XRP is doing great. And when you look at the weekly candle on XRP, XRP is really doing numbers. You can see the weekly candle. Look at this. From a sleeping, I told you last week that they're going to wake this sleeping giant. If you remember last week, I was telling you that once we break above this, you can see the green, whatever I put there is still sitting there. You can see the green here that I told you. That once we break this 0.65, just get in. And you can see if you get in from where I predicted now, XRP has done 267%. So imagine you put $1,000, it should be on $2,600 gain dollars. If you put like 100, it should be on about $267 gain profit. So XRP is doing the most right now. So let's take one more two news before we now check the chart properly. Now we have, another news, XRP surpassed Theta to become number 3rd on the chart, which I've showed you guys, and you can see Theta was number 3rd before XRP now surpassed it. But we all know Theta is a stable coin. Anytime Theta can come back, because the more people want to buy coin, they put their money in USDT first before they buy coin. Or when they start withdrawing from BTC, some people might withdraw from BTC and put it back in the USDT. So that's that on the news making the waves on the radar today. BTC to 60K, Ethereum ETF outpacing BTC, Shiba Inu gaining and moving very well, XRP doing the most, and talking about the market cap, almost hitting 3.6 trillion. That is wonderful. So right now, let's go to the chart and check the chart on a daily time frame to know what we need to do, if we need to sell some of these coins or we still need to hold them while they keep moving in our direction. So first of all, let's check out BTC. When you look at BTC on a daily last week, I told you when we broke below 97,000, I told you please get out of the market. I told you sell, because it shows us we need to get out of the market. And when we touch around 91K, I remember some of the members were saying, can we buy? And I said no. Because the mistake a lot of trader makes is they rush into the market because they feel like the market is falling. The next thing is start returning back and they're panicking, then they lose money. So now, when did he tell us to buy? He told us to get into the market around 95,400, but he confirmed it at 97,400. And since we enter at 97,400, you can see the market has just been consolidating within the pace, and it has not been able to break below 96, or let me see, 90, is it, let me see, 94,700. So if you are still holding BTC, hold your BTC until we break below 94,700. That is when I can tell you you sell. Although yes, we have a little structure here, but you know, when you have a mini structure inside a major structure, you need to be careful. So you can adjust your stop loss. You can adjust your stop loss to 95,600, but this might just be a fake out stop loss. It might just hit it and continue to move. That's why I will just advise you leave it at 90. When did I put it that time? I put it at 94. Hold on to it. It's just consolidating. I feel like this week we might see a break above 100K, but anything that makes a break below this 96,400, yes. So maybe BTC might tank a little bit to 80K or 70 something K before we'll see another rally. But for you not to miss out on if you should sell or buy, make sure you stick to the channel. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so we can, reach a greater height on this journey together. So right now, taking a look at BTC, I told you hold BTC, and mind you, whatever I'm giving you, it's not financial advice. It's just that is what I've studied and I've been using it to help myself, which you too can make use of the information as well. But you can also do your own research and make sure trade with the money you can afford to lose. And please stay out of derivatives, futures, and margin. If you want to trade derivative, future, and margin, the links are down in the description. You can join my Telegram group, my Discord channel, where I drop daily signals, hourly, 4 hourly, 5 hour, 2 hourly, so you can minimize your loss. But this analysis I give every day is for holders. It's for people that buy and are still holding to know if they should get out of the asset. Take a look at, imagine you get in at 70K and you keep watching my show, and I told you to get out at 97,000. Imagine how much you've made. So that is what I'm doing on this show. That's why you need to watch the episode every day, because you need to know if you need to sell the asset you are holding or you still need to leave it and just keep enjoying the profit. You understand? So BTC, it's still a buy. Hold it until we cross 94,700. Or if you feel like you want to get out early, between this 96. If you blow below 90, no, it's not 96K. Let me draw it nicely. 95,600, you can still step out. But our advice, just wait till it breaks below this 94,500. So that's that on BTC. Let's take a look at ETH, because we heard ETH is doing so much when it comes to the ETH influence. That's why you can see ETH has been doing well. But on a daily candle, do we still need to hold our Ethereum? Yes. If you watched my show last week, I told you Ethereum is a buy. Buy Ethereum and hold on to it. And you can see it's still a buy till now. It's not a sell yet. It's still a buy till now. So I'm going to see what today's candle is going to look like, and probably we might want to get out tomorrow, because if this daily candle finish like this, and we have another daily candle coming to break this daily candle, we should get out of the market. But right now, ETH is still a buy. If you have ETH, hold on to it, don't sell it yet. Just make sure you stick to the show to know if you need to get out of the market. But where do you need to put your stop loss? You don't need to put your stop loss here again. Now your stop loss has now moved from 3,005 to let's say 3640. Yes, that's where you're not going to put your stop loss. 3640. That's where we're not going to have our stop loss. So you see, from where I told you to enter into Ethereum trade last week, it was around 3.1, and I told you hold it. Then I told you get out around 3.3. I told you get in again around 3.4, and now it's trading at 3,687, and I believe it's going to continue the rally because of the positive news we're getting from the ETF. So now let's take a look at XRP before we check the meme coins. XRP is doing the most. Last week it was Solana, last week it was Solana, but now XRP is just doing the most. And take a look at XRP, guys. You can see from the entry where I told you guys to enter, which is 0.061, XRP has not even told us to leave. You can see even last week, I told you when we saw this, I said, no, we've not broken any of the daily candles, it's still a buy. And from that last week, if you check, it has even given us about 60%. If you even get into the market using my signal on this show last week, it has given you 60%. So imagine you invest $100, you must have made $60. $1,000, you must have made $600. $10,000, you must have made $6,000. So that is why this show is very, very valuable, and I make sure I put in the works to give you the gem. So where do you need to get out of the XRP right now? That's a good question. Now this is where we need to get out. This is now our stop loss. This is our stop loss. Our stop loss is now sitting at 1.8550. This is now where you need to set your stop loss to sell for you. If you don't want to sell at the top, because it might still continue to go up, maybe it's going to $10, no one knows. But you can see this is now where you need to set your stop loss. So make sure you put your stop loss right here. And tomorrow we're going to see if we continue the rally or create a new structure. So we just keep adjusting our stop loss and keeping our profit. So XRP is still doing great. If you have any, please hold on to it. Do not sell yet. Now let's go to meme coin. The news of meme coin we had today was Shiba Inu. So let's check out Shiba Inu. Let's take a look at Shiba Inu. And I believe Shiba Inu, I think last week I told you guys Shiba Inu is going to do a great numbers, because I know Shiba Inu is always doing great. You can see, you can see it. The green candle, whenever you see my green candle, that is the entry. You can see my green candle is still there. That's why I said we should get into the market around 0.026. And you can see from where I told you to get into the market, we've done about 27%. So where do you need to get out of the market now? The stop loss now is sitting at 0.026. 0.026. So do you need to sell your Shiba Inu now? Hell no. You don't need to sell your Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu is still a good token to hold on to. You don't need to sell it. So Shiba Inu is doing good. Let's check X. Let's check X out. X went above, no, this is XRP. I want to check X. Yeah, X is another meme coin. It's a gamer coin though, but it's like a meme coin that they use for gaming. You can see when they launch X on Telegram, see what it did, and it's been coming down. So what I'm waiting for is for X to retrace. Let's see if it has done 50%. If it has done 50%, then we should be looking for buy. Yes, it's done 50%. So any moment from now, X could give us signal to buy back. Then we get into it. Let's check Pepe out. Pepe is still a buy. I told you, you can see the green line. Like I told you, anytime you see the green line, just know that is where I told you to buy, probably on the previous show. I don't delete it, it has always been there. You can watch my previous show to confirm it. You can see I told you buy at 0.0002, and it's still a buy. So where do we need to get out of Pepe now? Let me adjust the stop loss. Our stop loss now is now 0.0002. So that's what we need to get out of Pepe. And I told you I'm going to talk about Ton, because Ton Network is doing the great. But you can see where I told us to get into Ton. This is where I told us to get into Ton last week. So it did about not much, 15%, but 15% too is not bad. It did about 15%. But now, do you need to get out of Tron? No. Where do you need to get out of Ton? Excuse me. This is now the stop loss. See the stop loss for Ton. If you break below $6.4, I expect you to leave the market. If you break below $6.4, I expect you to leave the market. But let's check Solana. For the fact that Solana is falling doesn't mean we should abandon it. It did well last 2 weeks. So let's quickly check Solana. If you watch, I told you Solana, we need to buy if it cross above this. So it crossed above it. Now it has hit where we need to get out. So Solana is a sell. Please do not buy Solana right now. Do not buy Solana right now. Solana is not a buy. Please stay out of Solana right now. Solana is not a buy at all. You can see we have 3 days in a row, and we even broke above the previous day. So this might just continue for another probably 50% downturn as well. So please stay out of Solana right now. Let's check one more coin before we check the fear and greed index. So let's check Avalanche. We all know AVAX has been doing well. And if you look at AVAX, oh, okay, I did not draw any map on AVAX, but let's take a look at it together. It was a sell here, and it's a buy here. We have a buy here, a sell here, then it's a buy from here. So that means Avalanche is still, let me turn it to green so we can keep Avalanche record too. Avalanche is still a buy. So where do we need to say Avalanche? Almost at the entry point. Almost at the entry point. You can see the green and red are sitting at the same space. So it's almost at the entry point. Almost at the entry point. So that's that on the chart analysis today. Let's take a look at the fear and greed index like we normally do every day on the show. And the fear and greed index is sitting at 80%. I told you when we're sitting on extreme greed, you need to be very careful. Very careful, because you might be seeing all this flash crash, all this flash. They will dump it like 5,000, buy it, dump it like 10,000. So you need to be very careful, because investors are taking profit and buying back at the low. Taking profit and buying back at the low. That is the work of the whales. That is what they do. So when you see extreme greed, you need to be careful. You can see now is extreme greed. Yesterday was extreme greed. Last week was extreme greed. Last month was greed. So it's really, really extreme greed. We might see a lot of flash crashing and all of that. So please make sure you're careful. But if you stick to this show and you watch it every day, I bet you your portfolio will grow gradually, and you too, you become a successful crypto trader. And when it comes to derivative and futures, please, the signal is not on this show. Make sure you subscribe to my Telegram or my Discord. I give signals on hourly, 4 hourly, daily, because that's how you trade derivatives. You can't be trading derivative with daily candle. Imagine you are now using 10,000 points, 3,000 points. That's a lot. So we need to minimize the profit. You understand? So that's why if you want to do derivatives and all other options, or what's it called? Margin trading, please subscribe to my Telegram channel and you can join. It's free. It's free of charge. Get a signal free of charge, and you can enjoy your profit. All right, that's what we have on the show today. Please, if you've not subscribed to the channel, it's Crypto Bin 101, the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment. And please follow us on our social media as well, where I drop a lot of information when it comes to news, breaking news, and all of that, especially on X. I'm always active. And on our Facebook, we draw some videos for you, on Instagram and on TikTok, so you guys will be fully informed about what is going on in the crypto space. All right, my name is still the same, Ahmed Oladimiji Kazim, aka KC the Great. And please, until I catch you on another episode tomorrow on this beautiful show, the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, where we trade it and we don't gamble it. It's peace out.